I am very pleased to receive the Friend of Rural Water Award, awarded each year to a member of Congress. To me, working on rural water is nothing less than a labor of love. I grew up 3 miles out of town. We didn't have water we could drink, and we carried it in gallon jugs, trip after trip after trip. So when rural water came to Barnes County, North Dakota, and we were able to tap in and tap out to get our water right from the tap like everybody else, it was a big day in my family. One of my first assignments in law school was painstakingly researching title ownership so that we could get the easements to run the water line, installing that water system. So I feel like when it comes to rural water systems, I know what it's all about, and I've been there from the beginning. Now, obviously, it's more than infrastructure. Producing each and every time a quality drinking water perfection takes an awful lot of work, especially with an evolving number of federal requirements to meet. You can have all the federal requirements in the world, but if you really don't have the wherewithal out there in the countryside to meet these standards, you're never going to hit the target. That's why I've been pleased to work with Mike Keegan and John Montgomery year after year after year to make sure we get some federal support in the programs from Circuit Rider on that help people meet these federally expected quality standards and comply perfectly with the testing regimen required to provide every assurance that the folks at the end of the line are getting the kind of quality drinking water they absolutely have a right to expect. Melody Krukenberg and everyone from my home state in North Dakota knows just how critical this is and keep me very much on task. And so in accepting this award, I just want to say I'm pleased to have done what I can in Washington, try to get this bipartisan group together. 110 signed our last bipartisan letter in support of the appropriation. Has been easy because you have been doing the work out in the countryside to let your elected members know this is important. The result? This year we're coming out of our Appropriation Conference Committee with a $13 million increase, bringing to about $589 million the resources dedicated. It's a nice increase over last year's funding, and I give you the credit for that. In the end, we want to do our part in Washington, but we are keenly aware that across the vast miles of rural countryside, this is working because of heroic efforts being made on the ground. We want to help you because we think you're advancing a very important public purpose. Thank you for what you do, and I look forward to continuing this partnership into the future. Meantime, I'm really thrilled to have this award. It will be displayed prominently in my office. When you're in Washington, come on by and see me and the award. Thank you very much. Have a great meeting.